I don't know about you, but I cannot believe that we are already well into the third week of Advent and just about a week out from celebrating Christmas. And as I've been reflecting on this third week of Advent that is focused on the attribute of joy, I've been reflecting on Luke chapter 2, when he tells the story of the angels appearing to the shepherds who are caring for their flock. And he writes, "An angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were terrified. But the angel said to them, 'Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people. Today in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is the Messiah, the Lord.'" And this week, as we celebrate joy during the Advent season and head into a week focused on love, I found myself reflecting on Christ's love poured out on the cross for us. You know, from a mother's perspective, I think about the sweetness of that first Christmas when her baby boy came into this world, and all of that joy welled up inside of her. And the shepherds, who were overwhelmed and excited with joy, wanted to go and find Christ that first night. She and the shepherds had no idea what was to come. They simply clung to the promises of God that were being fulfilled, that he was sending their Savior, their King. And I think even of the Jews at that time, who had no idea that Jesus wouldn't be their earthly ruler. He wasn't coming to change their system of government or their current earthly circumstances. They thought they were getting an earthly king, but Jesus was so much more than that. He was coming to change their eternity, our eternity. God's overwhelming joy came in such a meek and humble way. But the true joy that God offers us was purchased with such a great sacrifice. As we head into the next week of Advent, I implore you to focus your hearts and minds on the love that Christ holds for each one of us. The love that Jesus poured out on the cross for you. Let that sink deeply into your heart. And I pray that as we let that sink deeply in, that it would flow out of us this season to those around us that need it most. That God would use each one of us as his vessels to spread his message of good news that causes great joy for all people.